This is Shannon the Cannon Briggs, two-time heavyweight champion of the world, and you're watching Behind the Gloves. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ.
Gilmour, one man who certainly doesn't agree with Dillian Whyte, and we know you've got a history of bringing fighters on, and a massive opportunity for Gary Cornish, thrown in the deep end, but I know he's had a great camp and you're very confident that he can have big success in this fight.
The O2 is very lucky for me because the last time I brought a Gary here we won the Premier League at the darts, so I'm quite sure that we'll do the same again on Saturday night. But I think I'm sitting back here and I'm listening, I'm saying, why is Gary Cornish here? Why have we taken the trouble to come? Because I'm sitting listening to Eddie and I'm listening to Adam Smith about programmes to do with Anthony Joshua. They've just totally written them off. We have had no contact at all with Sky, and I think when I look at it, it's been totally disrespectful all the way along to say that Gary Cornish has had no chance. For somebody who has never lost as an amateur or as a professional to be totally dismissed in the way that he has been, I think it's something that's brought shame in the promotion.
Thank you. And
we certainly haven't dismissed him on Sky. He's an unbeaten fighter, as I said, 21-0. He's not lost as an amateur or pro. He's a heavyweight. He's come to win this Commonwealth title. There's no disrespect from our side at all.
Well, it's the first time that I've been involved in a top of the bill fight with Sky where they've had no contact for people to come and film the boy in training and to interview him. And that's where I kind of take umbrage at this. You know, I'm glad that he's been given the opportunity because it's a massive step up in class. It's to claim, as we hope we will do on Saturday night, to claim a scalp like Anthony Joshua. I think it's, you know, and let Gary move on. But I think that if it's such a mismatch, why are we putting it on?
Listen, he's going to get knocked out either way. If we beat Anthony, I'm going to knock him out in December. So either way, he's going to get knocked out anyway. So knocked out. It's as simple as that.
talking about the fight, Tommy, obviously.
Talking about the fight, I think it is a great opportunity for the two of them, for Anthony and from Gary. I mean, Anthony, as I said at the previous press conference, Anthony has done marvellously well, and we've been so proud of him as a Brit to have went on and won the Olympic gold medal. You know, he's come along and he's been brought along in a similar fashion to the way that we have brought Gary along. And I think that there comes times, and I think it's important for boxing in general, that two good prospects should come together. And I think that the fighters will show on Saturday night. The two of them look in excellent condition today. The both of them are speaking, you know, in a positive fashion. And I'm quite happy with the way Gary's went. I think his two trainers, Paul Geddes and Andrew Young, have done a great job. And I'm happy. You know, we can do no more. And on Saturday night, that will be left up to Gary. And I honestly believe that Gary Cornish will leave here on Saturday night as a new Commonwealth champion and create a bit of history.
Gary, I know that I get the feeling from you that you don't mind going under the radar on this one, but a lot to prove and a tough task, you know, on Saturday.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it'll be one of my hardest fights to date. Training's gone well. Lots of sparring for this one as well. Been up in Inverness, you know, you don't get much sparring, but we've been quite lucky this camp. We've had good sparring. I've been quite lucky as well. I've had to get time off work, which has been a big help, you know. Just have to work as a joiner. All these boys, you know, they do boxing as their living. I still work as a joiner, that's my living. So I'm just really looking forward to the night. It looks like a good arena, and I can't wait for it.
Obviously you have got the underdog tag going into this fight, and I'm sure you watched Anthony's fights as well. How excited are you to go in there and test yourself on this stage, and how important is it to seize the moment at that time?
Yeah, I'm really excited. You know, when you start off boxing, you dream of fighting for titles. You know, I fought for a title my last one, fighting for another title this one. So it's no different for me another fight, to be honest. I'm there to win. I trained hard. That's what I want to do.
Anthony, I know that obviously there's always the focus on you and plenty of attention. I know where possible you try and lock yourself away and keep yourself out of that. But the pressure for you comes with the expectancy of the public to win your first major title on Saturday night.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm looking forward to it. There's no business like fight business. I'd like to take my hat off to Sky, my team that I've built from day one. You know, boxing's a business as well as a sport, so I've definitely watched the champions before me, people that have come before me, and I made sure I put myself in a good position. So I can't complain to anyone about no PR, no Sky interviews and stuff like that. So I made sure I put myself in a position. So I just like to thank you guys and my team as well. I like to keep myself away from all that, you know me. I just get on with it, it is what it is. But at the same time, without the push, without the hype, I wouldn't be thanking all you guys for coming out to come and watch us on Saturday. So I'd like to thank you guys for coming out as well. And Commonwealth title Saturday, following in the footsteps of some great champions. So good luck to Cornish, and we'll get it on, and we'll bring some entertainment.
I've seen you in this training camp. I think you've had a longer camp and harder camp than you've ever had. Although you're expected to win on Saturday night, you know the threat of Gary Cornish. First time in your career you've faced someone bigger than you, and you know the dangers of heavyweight boxing.
It's like, I think since like 2008, it's all like, all of these boxers, we all have good training camps, but it's all a compliment of what we've been doing for years, the mistakes we've made, the things we've done right, and what we're going to keep on doing. So training camp's gone well, but it's just a compliment of what I've been doing for the past fights that I've been in. Cornish, for me, I got the underdog mentality. I'm coming in hungry, so it's no different. I got that contender mentality just like him, so I don't really feel the pressure. I don't really look at myself as the big I am. I just see myself as a young, hungry competitor trying to make my way in life through boxing.
Obviously, the boxing world, social media, everybody's talking about a potential fight with Dillian Whyte on December the 12th. Is it just a case of business on Saturday and then get the job done and move on to that fight? Yeah,
most definitely. Just another date. It's been set. I respect Cornish for coming along, getting himself in good nick. And as soon as I move on from that, you know, I'm not jinxing nothing. I'm not saying too much. But God willing, I move on from that fight Saturday as champion. Me and Dillian will fight December 12th. We've got the British title on the line. He can have his 5 minutes of fame right now, and then I'll move on, and in a couple months he'll be forgotten about.
When are you going to stop being fake and be yourself?
And then we'll move on to
when are you going to stop being fake and be yourself? How about that? How about you stop being what people expect you to be and be yourself? When?
In what sense?
Just be yourself. This ain't you. This is not you. I spent time with you before. This is not you. Stop being fake and trying to fool the people. This is not you, mate. Be yourself.
In what sense?
Be yourself. You know what I'm talking about. Be yourself. You come and be acting like some good behaving punk. Be yourself, man. What's wrong with you? Listen, you're getting hurt December, I'm telling you now.
Focus
I'm gonna mess
Saturday.
you up.
You're lucky to be on my undercard. Just focus on Saturday.
I'm not on the undercard because I kicked your ass before. I'm gonna do it again, you little punk.
You know what I mean?
Fool.
Focus on Saturday.
Okay.
You're a fool, bro. Don't talk rubbish, man.
I think
You're gonna get bashed up.
we'll see. We've got a bit of work to do first. And
He's
then,
getting bashed up. I don't care what the work. He's getting bashed up. Remember, I tell you now, he's getting bashed up.
Okay.
Act like you're this good boy.
We could be back here next week for another press conference.
Go serve up, man, and don't come up here and talk rubbish about being on your undercard.
Right, listen. So, we're going to break down and we're going to have head-to-heads, and we look forward to a great night on Saturday and many more great nights in the very near future for British boxing. Thank you all for coming. Roll on Saturday night.
Fans, if you guys haven't already done so, make sure you download the Behind the Gloves app. It's free, and it features really cool stuff like a fight calendar that reminds you of all the upcoming fights, and it allows for you to, with one click, to remind yourself directly to your phone. And it also features 24/7 breaking news that's going on in boxing. So make sure you guys go ahead and do that and subscribe to this channel.